Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahushai, Barakat Yahweh, Barakat Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which were well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim to Zadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. The pre-Shaman. This week's topic is going to be entitled "It's All Fun and Games Until It's Not." And this is inspired by, look, we're in the Passover, right? If you don't know, 7 days unleavened bread. And I'm late in responding to this, but you have groups like the Sakari and GOCC, all right, that kept it in a very festive manner. Hell, Elder Rakah of the GOCC, hey man, he was getting down, spinning the hat, doing all types of shit, looking like Turbo or Boogaloo Shrimp. And then you had Rastaman getting down. Look, they were killing it. But here's the shit now. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. That's the thing right there. That's what you guys fucked up at. Ain't no sin against dancing and even partying, all right? But we're to keep the Passover as a solemn assembly, okay? The image that you give to Israel now is it's a festive party, and it seems really no different than the Christian church, you know, like a cookout kind of vibe to it. Bringing the family together and just cooking. But when the Passover was happening initially, there was a lot of death going on, all right? In fact, when you go into it, we had to move in haste. It was not kept festive when it originated. It's called a solemn assembly, all right? You have festive Passovers in the past, okay? But those are special occasions, man. It's because it wasn't kept in so many years. No, you're supposed to keep it as a solemn assembly. Bitter herbs and what have you. So dancing and shit like that, it's not a lamb dinner, as the apostle said back in 2014. It's not, hey, happy Passover. It's not that type of spirit. You know what I'm saying? During the Passover, it's really, brothers, we're supposed to be serious and locked in. And remember, look, there was a lot of execution going on, man. All right. Now, in addition to what I just said, I'm gonna jump down to verse 4, Ecclesiastes 3, verse 4. There's a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. So it wasn't a time to be dancing and getting down. And look, man, like I said, I love dancing. I love Mayad music. But there's a time and place for things, man. I'm not going to be playing that shit at the Passover, man. All right? Celebrating like we're in the kingdom already? Nah. Okay? This is why I always say through the spirit, Great Millstone, we like the closest it gets to them Eastern customs and traditions. We try to stick to the book as close as possible. What a lot of these other groups do, and I think it's because women is involved, they try to appease people's feelings to get more members. They try to do what appeals to Western ideology of what they believe the Bible is about, you know, what they grew up seeing in the so-called Christian church and shit like that. But we're Hebrew Israelites, man, all right? We're not Hebrew Americanites. That's the thing. We're Hebrew Israelites. So we have to keep our traditions, how the scriptures tell us to keep our traditions. And we're just not in time right now, man, to be celebrating like we're in the kingdom. It's just not. The scriptures tell you that the harvest is past and we're not saved. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 21, verse 9. It says, Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished. That sword, a sword represents an instrument of destruction. Whether you want to go into Jacob's trouble or the advancement of nuclear weapons, the point is, we're not in the kingdom yet, man. Okay? We're not in the kingdom yet. We can't. If you celebrate, it's temporal. We go out, we have a drink, we have a good time. It's temporal because guess what? We know that we're still in this captivity. All right? And even if you're doing good or well off like some of these jakes, guess what? Eventually shit catches up to you. Like Diddy, all right? And all these other jakes that sold out, shit catches up to you. All right? And even if you just bust your ass, work hard, and you get some blessings, that's cool. But guess what? The rest of your people is in slavery. All right? Still in bondage of the so-called white man, contractually. All right? Verse 10, it says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? Right. So going back to Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, we're just not in the time of mirth. All right. at least everlasting mirth. You know, like I said, everything is in season, everything is in balance, but that everlasting mirth, all right, we're not in that time yet. And the mirth should not be associated with the Passover, man. All right, the second Passover, when you read Jeremiah 16 and 15, that's going to take place and be celebrating the kingdom, it's going to be a time of hell of death going on, man. When we get delivered out of this land, Lord willing, with the elect, 144,000 and the elect, well, the 144,000 is within the elect. When that happens, yo, it's gonna. The scriptures say the righteous shall scarcely be saved. We're not gonna be yay and partying and shit. Well, when we're in chariots, we're gonna be happy. But when that destruction is going down, when all hell is breaking loose, the missiles are being shot, you're gonna be in a fearful ass spirit, man. It's gonna be like, holy shit. It's gonna be a solemn time, man. And that's how the original Passover was. That's how the second Passover is gonna be. And that's why we keep it in that manner, to remember the type of spirit we're in, man. All right, how vicious Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua can get down. Okay, it feels like we actually do these shows a lot concerning these other camps, because for some reason they just can't give up partying and shit. And man, the Sakari one, you know, they had I mean, it wasn't as worse as the GOCC. I mean, they did worse in the past with the strip club, and they had strippers at the Passover, fucking balloons and shit. And it's just weird, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck is these guys thinking, but obviously, you know, scriptures tell you to deceive, and the deceiver are his. So the Most High got them thinking whatever the fuck they thinking. But we're telling you through the scriptures, the Passover, all right, is a solemn assembly. Okay, it's not a party, dance, all bullshit. You know, and it's something you must try your best to attend. Okay, it's a serious thing, man. That's when the Lord does house cleaning. So it's not no time to be fucking around and lallygagging, man. It says it contemneth the rod, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree. We're gonna go now to Ecclesiastes 7 and 2, read down to 4. It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning, right, than to the house of feasting. So there, you know, again, there's nothing wrong with mourning and, you know, and putting your spirit in a certain particular place. Like, think about it, man. Like, when we go Saturday, the day of the world, we out there sighing and crying for hours, bringing out scriptures. But Saturday is the day of the world where people can go out and decide to party and shit. Who's making the right decision? According to the scriptures, we are. All right. We say, look, we're gonna go out on the day of the world and make, because that's when everybody want to do shit. That's when niggas in the world try to reach out. That's when bitches try to reach out. Saturday, right? But we say, no, fuck that. We're gonna commit to teaching the word of the Lord on a day that is very esteemed as a pleasurable day. It says, it is better to go to the house of mourning than go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his rest. Yeah, that's how you get caught off guard, man. Make me think about the Babylon. Was it Nebuchadnezzar? What's his is it Belshazzar? Nebuchadnezzar's grandson. Yeah, but his dumbass, he got caught off guard by the Persian and Medes, partying, talking shit, you know, drinking at the holy vessels. And the Lord just said, you know what, nigga, you're gonna go down today. See? So you gotta be on point, man. It says sorrow is better than laughter, for by sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. Typically when you're going through that sad mourning state, some shit has happened to you to really put you in that state, or you come out from that state even better. And look, who's better to say this than King Solomon, man? A man that had everything. He had everything to make one happy forever, right? But he's telling you, like, look, now it's better, you know, to get them fucked up moments, you know. So every now and again, there's a time to really get in that spirit of just, you know, recognizing what the hell we went through. All right, and that's what the Passover is about. All right, it's not a jolly Rastaman dancing, you know, hat spinning type of night. It's not that type of night. 4, it says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of mirth. And it makes me think about Noah, man. Noah building that ark. You know what I'm saying? When you say Noah build the ark in 100, man, that shit ain't easy, man. All right? Building the ark for 100 plus 20 years, that takes a lot of fucking commitment and hard work and dedication and faith, man. You know, getting up, working, building that ark. You know, sometimes the way we say it, you know, people might think Noah built the ark with his mind. Hell no, man. That shit was hard work, man. That shit was hard work building that ark, man. 100 plus years. So niggas was looking like, yo, damn, you doing all that shit. Yo, come out tonight. Let's, you know, let's get drunk. Let's play some dice. Let's do this. Let's do that. Now I'm locked in, bro. I got to build this ark. You know what I'm saying? So that's the route he chose. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua. And that's the route we're choosing. We're building a spiritual ark. Alright? So you could keep that happy-go-lucky Passover over that side. Alright? Now this is the book of Matthew 24 and 37. Since I mentioned that. It says, but as the days of Noe were, Noe is Noah, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So that's how Yahweh Shah is gonna, when Yahweh Shah returns, it's gonna be just like that. Niggas gonna be partying, mirth. Hey man, he might come down when you niggas keep one of these holy days in a cookout spirit. Now some holy days again are not solemn, you know, it's really like a feast and, you know, celebrate. But again, the Passover is not one of those. Okay. I believe Purim is like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like a feast, you know? Going back to Esther. It says, for as in the days of that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying, and given in marriage until that day that Noah entered the ark. Niggas, oh, I can't swim, fucking drowning, you know. Rain just coming through, and that rain, man, that rain was pure. That rain back then, that was like, I don't know. Just look up pressurized water, and they have certain water cutting through steel at a certain particular pressure. So the Most High had that water just ripping through flesh, tearing up lands, and coming up from under the earth, pursuant to the book of Psalms, just causing a bunch of destruction. You know? And that's when niggas want to get right, man. It's always that way. Hosea 5 and 15, in the affliction they shall seek me early. So I bet you if the Lord was having all hell break loose, all right, and you have to get the fuck out of Dodge, you wouldn't have no time to be partying and shit. You'd have your boots laced up, your staff in your hand, girded, ready to go. All right? That's how the Passover was kept. And that's how it should be kept, because that's how Yahweh Shah kept it. All right. It says, they were eating and given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. I don't mean to laugh, but I'm picturing in my head. Man, the Most High, man, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, he just eventually gets your ass. So that's why you want to be right with the Lord, man. You know, because the Most High eventually gets a nigga, man. And he sees all our deeds. So have that one-on-one connection with the Most High and make sure you're being, you know, honest and upright with keeping these scriptures. 39 now. It says, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Damn, all of them. It says, then shall two, okay, but you know, when all of them away, meaning only 8 souls was left in the world. Damn. That right there lets you know that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua don't fuck around, man. He really don't. The Most High don't play. And he's telling us, look, don't play around on this day. Remember how I get down. Remember how I sent my son, the Grim Reaper, Yahweh Shah, all right, to do a lot of killing. Remember that. And we said, oh yeah, Lord, we're gonna definitely remember that, man. You know, that, you know, when you think of that, you don't think about, you know, Rastaman, you don't think about that. Damn sure you think about catching no fucking hat with your head. You thinking about, holy shit, man, that shit was terrifying, bro. Glad the Most High showed us mercy. See? So that's the spirit that we ought to be in, man. Okay? As for Jake in the world, you know, like the title said, it's gonna be all fun and games, man. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games till Yahweh Bashim Yahushua start causing rank. That's when they're gonna start to get it. Yeah, by that time it's gonna be too late, man. All right. We got 5 wise versions, 5 foolish versions. So, hey, with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bahashim Rakak Kodash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there, you Akim to Zadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom.